phrase stir the pot refers to intentionally causing trouble or controversy in a situation. It is often used to describe someone who provokes tension or engages in discussions that create discomfort. For example, if someone says, "Don't try to stir the pot," they are warning you not to escalate a situation unnecessarily. The expression originates from the idea of stirring a pot to mix ingredients, symbolizing the act of stirring up a contentious topic or situation. Well, here at Stir the Pot, that is exactly what This Is Jay, Big Fan Breezy, and Philosophical P specialize in every week. So buckle up for the next 2 hours as the Triangle Offense cooks up that essential flavor. Stir the pot. Come get a whiff.
Yeah, once again, this song, you already know it's This Is JTV, Philosophical P, Big Fan Breezy. You know what I'm saying? Subscribe to all our channels. This is Stir the Pot. You know what I'm saying? Come get a whiff. You know what I mean? 3 chefs, you know what I mean? Dealing with the best. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna work on the intro rap, you know what I mean? But yeah, man, we here, you know what I'm saying? shout to Father's Day. That's Sunday, you know what I'm saying? So I just want to give a shout out to fathers and all over the world. You know what I mean? Maybe y'all ain't gotta stir the pot on Sunday. You understand? Somebody's stirring the pot for you. You know what I'm saying? You get to, have a good day. You know what I mean? So yeah, man. Shout out to all the fathers worldwide. And I just gotta say, realistically, it's a big part of my life. You know what I'm saying? And I guess this is some introspective type shit, but yeah, it's Father's Day, and the best part of my life is being a father. You know what I mean? There's different versions of me in different parts of my life, and I think being a father, like, I learned, you know what I mean? Because I wasn't always a father, I was a son first, so that helped my understanding of being a father. It's just it's a lot I don't want to articulate right now, you know what I'm saying? But I do want to say heavy emphasis on fathers, and I hope all fathers enjoy Father's Day. You know what I mean? So, what up, though, Pete?
Nah, word. Shout out to Father's Day. I'm a father. I've been a father for a long time now. So shout out to that. But yo, one thing, if you wasn't a son before you was a father, I don't know what type of this. I don't know what world you living in if you was a father before you was a son. That's a different shit. But I just wanted to say that.
Yeah. You don't know what he was, you know what I mean? In this day and age.
Trust me, I got pictures. I ain't going there.
I mean, like the Dave Chappelle skit. He was like, "Baby, get your ass off the corner. What you doing hustling out here, baby?" Like, remember that shit? Y'all remember that shit?
Yeah, but that ain't this. I'm saying more the fact that I don't want to play with that. I know where I want to say, and I know this is stir the pot, but I just don't want to play with that community. Like, this shit is crazy, you know what I'm saying? But that being said, you know what I mean? I just feel like at the end of the day, it is what it is. And yeah, I think that being a father is fun if you're not a father, right? Let me tell you why being a father is good. Because it's like you're learning all the time, you feel what I'm saying? And, of course, you feel like you're in a position to teach, but with teaching comes learning. You know what I'm saying? So you're learning you're teaching what you learn, you feel me? So it's great. You feel what I'm saying? It's great. But yeah, man, shout out to my father. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to everybody's father. You know what I mean? Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like, like I said, this could be introspective. You know what I mean? Even with me not getting along with my pops all the time, you know what? I still love my pops. You know what I'm saying? Somewhere right now, wherever he at, I hope he's doing great. Like, energy for energy. I hope he's doing great. You know what I'm saying? I look at it like karma shit. I want to lean on him being good. So when I get his age, I could be good. Even if it's for those reasons, but there's many reasons. You feel what I'm saying? But I always got love for my pops. You know what I mean? For introspective, a lot of the stuff that I do is because of my pops. He stopped eating turkey, chicken, beef. I stopped eating turkey, chicken, beef. You know what I'm saying? My pops got into working out heavy. I got into it too, not as much as him. He's more consistent, you know what I'm saying? But he is part of the reason. Like, I definitely have my own book, but I took pages out of my pop's book. You feel me? So yeah, you know what I'm saying? Fathers are great. So it's not just me being a father, it's also me having a father and the impact it had on my life. It's a good impact, you know what I'm saying? So Pop, this one day, I want to say I love you and happy Father's Day. I'm saying.
I mean, your pops help contribute to your top speed. I mean, you can run real fast, and I know that's partly because of your pops. So shout to that.
Shout out to your pops, though, man.
Your pops always been
known him forever, man.
Right, always been a good guy in my book. I mean, real stand-up dude.
Right. You know, and for what it's worth, I know P because of my pops. You know, my pops relationship, and that's what I'm saying. That's why I always have love for my pops. There's always reasons for me to love my father, and I do. You feel what I'm saying? I don't find reasons not to love my dad. You know, just because we don't always get along. Like, so what? You know what I'm saying?
JDJ, wow, right. I just read that. That's why I chuckled when he was like, I was trying to hold it down, man. I was trying not to break character.
Yo, I'm gonna keep it real with you. Yo. I wasn't going to bring up the Knicks at all, JDJ, but you one of the funniest people in the chat. You know what I'm saying? And you consistent, so I gotta keep it real with you. My father is a Knicks fan.
He is.
My father,
that's why I'm laughing.
Got Pumas, like he was excited to show me, knowing I'm a whole Net fan. He's like, yeah, look, I think he was trolling me. He's like, man, look, I got these and orange Pumas, they fire, right? Realistically, in my mind, I'm like, yeah, all right. To be honest, they was fire, but I wasn't fan to compliment it like that. You know what I mean? I was just like, yeah, them shit's cool, I guess. You know what I mean? But case in point is he a Knicks fan. You know what I'm saying? Like, he's a Knicks fan for sure.
To respect that and see,
yeah, he's definitely a Knicks fan.
I'm an anti-Knicks fan. That I ain't wearing nothing blue and orange in my closet probably for next year. You know what I'm saying? like anything blue, anything royal blue and orange in my closet is a dub right now. Any kicks, any clothes, anything like that, that shit ain't getting worn. It's a dub. So see that shit in 2027, man.
Yeah.
Fuck that. Yeah.
Shout out to JDJ, man. You one of the realest ones in the chat, JDJ. I gotta keep it real with you, bro. Yeah, if they had an award for somebody in the chat, it's you, bro. You probably the most funniest or something. You know what I mean?
No, him and Money Mike, man. Every week they be solid. Right. Man. Pause.
Shout to Money Mike. Shout to Dab Smoker 420.
No, we not shouting him out.
Nah, man.
Nah, hold on. I just looked at his comment. Like,
that might be the you know what, Dab Smoker? That might be the next time I wear some blue and orange. Is with Diddy.
they got to keep him. I heard some nefarious shit about him this week.
I don't know why shit is still a surprise, man.
They said that he it's an anonymous young underage singer or rapper or somebody saying that Diddy diddled them when they was underage and there was nothing they could do about it. But they said the person is anonymous and
Justin Bieber.
That's what I was about to say. Not to out him, but I think it's Justin Bieber.
He finally spoke up.
But he not.
Yo, shout out to Justin Bieber, man. Yo,
but it could be a lot of people. It could be a lot of people, but I think it's Justin Bieber. You know what I mean? So if he diddled Justin Bieber and fondled him the way that they said that he fondled him in those in those documents, that's terrible, man. Like Diddy, why you doing that? Keep Diddy.
The evidence is
flipping through the channels. You get to the wrong Home Alone. It ain't Macaulay Culkin. It's Justin Bieber Home Alone with Diddy, man.
They saying Dab Smoker. They saying that this just came out recently, like this week or whatever. The complaint came in. Listen, and I don't know how true these things is, but my boy Trap Lord Ross did a whole video on it, and it sounded like some nasty, egregious, nefarious behavior. I was like, geez, Louise.
Like, and again, this kind of behavior shouldn't be embraced. You know, not Diddy, but I had seen this comedian, I think his name is Shula King, and they had this guy, he was on the mugshot, and he was looking mad as hell. And then somebody put hashtag free the homie. He a comedian, so he was like, don't free that nigga. That nigga look crazy. Now I'm just saying.
Keep that nigga.
Diddy you really think that Diddy is gonna come back on the streets like Frank White? Like you got fat when I was out, when I was away, and no, he can't come back like that. You know what I'm saying? Like did he gotta? I don't even know if he coming home no time soon. But I don't think he coming home like Frank White. You know, he probably going to have to go the whole Jesus route. No disrespect, but some fake preachers. You know what I'm saying? They be doing a lot of fake shit. But that's neither here nor there. I'm just stirring the pot. I'm just saying all that to say.
Yo, look.
I don't trust Diddy. I didn't trust Diddy then. I don't trust Diddy now.
Money Mike said Bieber turned into a fiend, all of them drugs, trying to forget the Diddy days. That's what made me think it was Bieber, bro, because lately I done seen him go to Jesus. I done seen him on drugs looking crazy for him. And that's why I feel like maybe it would be him to be the anonymous tip. And Daspo was like, nah, if he found guilty of that, I can't fuck with him. And look, I get it, bro, because with all of the stuff with those adults that they signed up for this and they had money and they was doing it for money, that might be different. But kids, fondling kids is crazy.
That's where the line is drawn, man. You don't do stuff like that, man. Like what does Scarface say, man? No women, no children, man. Once you start getting into those lines with certain things and things like that, man,
it's no honor. You got no honor, and I think the evidence is damn near. You see those old videos resurface of Justin Bieber being under pressure. Diddy talking about, hey, big brother Diddy tell you not to talk about that. He's saying stuff like that. You know what I mean? Don't make him look trustworthy. I don't know what happened. I'm not saying he did it, but the videos don't make him look good. Exhibit A, they gonna be like, oh nah, that don't look good for you, Diddy. I don't know how your lawyers is fitting the, you know what I'm saying, squeeze you out of this jam. I'll say that. But
is never getting out, man.
Yeah, I don't know how that's fitting to happen. You know what I mean? It's looking dismal for Diddy, if you ask me. I don't know. I can't call it. And that being said, you could those people that's in there, you know what I'm saying? They the ones that you know, could relate to probably some of that shit. He could probably talk to them about it. Maybe that's the best place for him. Or if he come out, you know what I'm saying? Is he safe around people?
You gotta say
he ain't safe around kids.
You gotta keep it real.
He ain't safe around kids, or the kids ain't safe around him. Which one are you talking about, man?
The kids ain't safe around him.
Right.
Keep it real with the fact that Diddy is a Knicks fan. Know what I mean? So, I mean, if you Knicks fans stand with Diddy, know what I mean? If y'all are Knicks fans standing with Diddy, Diddy is definitely a Knicks fan. I seen him in most.
Nah, he absolutely is, 1,000%.
I seen him in most. So if y'all Knicks fans is standing with Diddy, Diddy standing with y'all, just watch yourself. Know what I mean? Because you know anything could happen. Know what I mean, just remember that if you're a Knicks fan, you stand with Diddy, man.
That's crazy.
They got his computer for real.
That's crazy.
He's done.
That's crazy work.
If they got Dab Smoker, if they got his computer dead ass, will he see the light of day? Because they got all types of shit that, you know what I'm saying? Like, is this stuff inadmissible? Like, if that's the case, like, because if they know all this stuff that they about to find out on his computer, how does he get out? And I think they say he got like 2 more years or something like that, 28 months. I forgot what it was. But how does he get out then?
They're gonna keep bringing up more charges.
Because that's crazy, yo. If they got his computer, do you understand? If they get a normal person's computer, they're gonna find out shit. So imagine if they get somebody like this dude's computer.
Yep. Listen, who knows how that video got out? The video of Daphne Joy, that video was probably on his private files. How did it get out?
Mm-hmm. That's a fact.
Like, especially to have a full 40 minutes of it. Like,
no, that's a fact.
They had to know his code or some shit. You know what I'm saying? He had to have some type of safety code on that shit.
You can't even text a 40-minute video. You have to get that from the hard drive.
Yep.
Yeah. And the password
limit, like a minute and a half or 2 minutes or some shit like that. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So yeah, that's crazy.
That shit is crazy, man.
But yeah, man.
Money Mike stirring the pot. He said Epstein was gonna tell on everybody. That's why they got him out of here. They said that the dude is it's not parking lot Pete. It's Palm Beach Pete. And I don't know, bro.
Who?
I don't know.
Word. You said Palm Beach who?
Pete. There was this guy, he was supposed to be a lookalike of Epstein, and they had him driving like a Palm Beach in Florida. They trying to say he been on podcasts and all that too. He like, I'm Palm Beach Pete. I look like Jeffrey Epstein. I'm just better looking. They look like twins. But I said all that to say, I don't know. I really don't know. You know what I mean? But he do look like I'll say that.
He was signing checks. He was
striking resemblance
at the country club. He was at the country club signing his name for him. Like, all of these drinks.
Like on some distinguished gentleman shit.
It's on him. You know what I'm saying?
I can't call it. But
that's how you do at the country club, man.
Word. Man, shit been wild, man. Shit been wild, crazy. I heard that Oskino responded to JC, but I ain't listened to that shit. I heard it once, and when I heard the one time, I was like, did he snap?
No, Oskino ain't never gonna snap, man.
That shit was ass.
It's just hilarious that he got this personal grown man vendetta against Hove. You know what I'm saying? Like, that shit is hilarious to me.
That shit was terrible. Just keep the podcast. You know what I mean? Just keep podcasting. And look, I don't think Oskino was the best rapper when he was signed to The Rock. You know what I mean?
Oskino, let him tell it. I heard he was
Sparks was the one. Like, it was Sparks and Oskino. Sparks should have been solo anyway. Mm-hmm. But Oskino had a couple good verses here and there. But it wasn't kind of like Chris and Neef. Like, Chris and Neef, they was a group. They were good. Oskino and Sparks, it was really just Sparks.
Yo, Oskino is like an effect rapper, if y'all get what I'm saying. Like, he don't really have much substance on the bars. He was more about his effect and where he placed certain things in the rhyme that actually made it kind of dope. But for real, bar for bar,
Yo, I wanted to say this to Jay. I was waiting for this episode just to say this to Jay. A lot of Drake, a lot of Drake bars are coming into fruition. They had a Drake bar with Rick Ross was on the flight, and Drake has something like that.
Yeah, that was,
as you already know, one of my favorite.
If I'm lying, I'm flying economy. Give me a moment. And if I'm lying, I'm flying economy. Then guess who you see? And then they saw Rick Ross.
Yeah.
So people were saying that's who you.
So
saw.
now let me ask you, because I want this to be an ongoing debate, Jay. Since this album dropped, has what happened for Drake? Has it been silk or has it been soft?
Yo, I keep telling niggas, and that's what I forgot to say in the last thing about silk. Silk is just a tough material as well, even though it's smooth. You know what I mean? So it's strong and it's smooth. It's not so, it's luxurious. You know what I mean? But I thought that was a good bar. They didn't like the bar last time we was talking about it, but I fuck with it. Good bar. But Drake.
Silk ain't that tough, man. You throw that shit around a couple times, man. It's gonna weather and tether, man.
Hold on, we just
that shit ain't denim. That shit ain't cotton. You know what I'm saying? Shit damn sure ain't no wool. You know what I'm saying? Damn sure ain't no wool.
Corduroy, nigga. Got the tough properties of silk because I heard things. You know what I mean? It's special because they make special things out of it. Know what I mean?
It's cool. It's cool. It's cool to smash on silk sheets. Absolutely.
No,
wearing
not
a silk shirt. I don't know about that.
It's something about the fact that they that the worms make it like it. See, look, silk is renowned for its incredible toughness, defined as the ability to absorb energy before breaking. The property is a result of the unique hierarchical protein structure, which perfectly balances exceptional tensile strength while high extensibility. You know what I mean? So it doesn't snap. It does, like it's some. I've watched this. The silkworms that make it. They do something special to it.
It's cool and all of that, but I don't want to walk around every day looking like I'm from P. Diddy and the Family, Bad Boy, you know what I'm saying, 97, 98 editions with them type of shirts on all the time, man. That's all I'm saying, man. I'm more of a T-shirt type of guy, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, shirts with collars make me feel like I'm oppressed. You know what I'm saying? It makes me feel like I'm doing something that I don't necessarily want to do that day, man.
Is he distinguishing the difference between silk and soft, though? Is he distinguishing the difference? Like, I'm not soft, I'm silk. Is he doing that?
That's what he's trying to do.
I think he is just a good rapper, and people don't want to admit that he's a good rapper. Like, forget all of it. Like, I don't know if he's walking around personifying silk from day to day basis, but he got some.
Not like he's silk the Chaka. It's not in his name. Not
promoting them nasty ass KD19s. Them shits is horrific, man. Yo, KD19s is some of the worst things I've ever seen in my life, and he promoting
commercials be having me crying though.
Right. But the only rapper that represented silk, the only rapper that really represented.
You got to remember Drake is the actor first. Like he's even playing in a rapper. He's an actor playing a rapper. Now,
he's a great entertainer, man. One of the best, man. He's one of the best entertainers the world has ever seen.
Yeah, that's a great way to explain Drake, for real. But let me ask you, the only rapper that represented silk was Silk the Shocker. How y'all think he was as a rapper? 1 to 10.
I mean, it was kind of garbage. Kind of not marvelous. It was just ridiculous. Shit. How the fuck anybody like it? But fuck, this shit was terrible, man.
Shocker was the original Blueface, man. The nigga that can rap on beat. Like, but shout out to Silk though. You know
shout out to Silk, man. He made his bread, man. I ain't mad at him making a bread. But you ask me like rap off a
can help Silk the Shocker make money. Master P is a great underrated businessman that we don't talk about.
Oh hell yeah, man.
But he's so underrated. He's so
they going on tour this summer. Them in Cash Money, baby.
He played in the NBA, I think, for like 2 days. Like he had like
he's Drake on the tour. Who's on the tour? Man, shout out to P, man. Like for real.
Right.
You just told me something. Who's on the tour though? Is it like the whole Cash Money, Young Money?
Everybody except for Wayne and Turk. Because obvious reasons with Turk and with Wayne, Wayne just Wayne. I think Wayne want to separate himself from them. I think he just want to be his own entity, which I'm not mad at. He worked for it. While the rest of them was sitting there not doing nothing, he was still in the booth running.
Well, you got to remember
Island Hot Fire.
You do got to remember that Baby was managing Young Thug, and they said that Young Thug shot up Lil Wayne tour bus, or got his tour bus shot up. So it was the real shit behind that at some point. So that's how easy that is to mend.
Yeah, you see the same niggas hanging with niggas that got at you. It's kind of like I'm gonna create my own distance.
Yeah, so that's kind of tough.
But now, they on tour this summer. So coming to a city near you. Shout out to them.
The Hot Boys without Wayne is still the Hot Boys, but it's not really though.
No Turk neither though. So it's just Juvie and BG.
Well, Juvie and BG was the big dogs at first.
Nah, they spitters, man. I fuck with both of them, man.
Juvie got some new shit out that's tough. He got some for the ladies.
Yeah, Juvie.
Manny Fresh out there looking like somebody mom having a midlife crisis.
Yo, niggas said that it's a certain subset of stud lesbians that just walk around looking like Manny Fresh.
Yo, Manny Fresh look wild out there, man. Like Yo, shout out to him with the beats, but I don't know, man. Get a cut, do something. I don't know, something. Yeah.
Yo, Manny Fresh still is the man though, because I gotta always acknowledge Manny Fresh on the goddamn beats tip, because he used to do whole albums. Like he was doing their whole album, like pretty much the whole Cash Money discography. Like a good 90% of it is on Manny Fresh beats. And especially before they got popping for real, he was just doing every song on the album.
Yo, that's the thing about them New Orleans boys, man. Shout out to them. Like not only Baby but P, they saw the vision of keeping production in house, and that's why most of Cash Money shit was Manny Fresh, and most of that No Limit shit was Beats by the Pound, man. Shout out to Beats by the Pound. It was a collective of like I think 3 or 4 dudes, and they would make all them Cash Money and No Limit shits. And that's why if you think about it, like both of them shits had their own unique sound. Like if you heard some shit come on, you knew it was No Limit. You heard some shit come on, you knew it was Cash Money. That was before, like, they kind of made it how producers are now, how when you hear a producer, you know it's that producer with this artist or whatever the case may be. Like, it was just they sounds with they camps. And that's what I think made their movement, like, even stronger and solidified even more. And I think maybe even their predecessor would be the RZA with Wu-Tang. You know what I'm saying? I think they kind of learned from them and took it to almost a different level.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Shout to, you know, the originators, the OGs. Speaking of that, I seen Big Daddy Kane done dropped another freestyle on Max B Head. You know what I mean? Yeah, Max B. I don't know. You can't respond to Big Daddy Kane because Big Daddy Kane ain't got nothing else to do but write multi-syllable rhymes about you. You know what I mean?
Real quick.
Right. But they said he dropping another album. I seen him on Rec page actually. Yeah, I need to see
shout to Rec.
You know, that's y'all man. See if y'all get Rec on the show. We gonna turn up.
You know, Rec got recognized by Complex. He came out. I've been following.
I've been following his things for a minute, man. Shout out to Rec, for real.
Yeah, he got recognized by Complex. I seen that the other day, less than a week ago. He been putting in work. It's about the new show that he got out called Shots Fired.
What take Keith down?
Following his content before that.
I seen that shit earlier. That shit
happened today.
Though. Yeah, today. Like a couple hours ago, I read that, man. That shit was crazy.
Oh shit!
Who that?
Niggas up his dad.
Producer. He was only like 29, 30.
How you died? Damn. They said he was.
Yeah, they ain't got no cause yet.
They said he was found dead in his apartment. Foul play is not suspected.
Yeah, you already know when I hear stuff like that, I be thinking, you know.
Take Keith is the dude. He produced Sicko Mode and Nonstop for Drake, and he got that.
That's who Take Keith is.
Yeah.
He's wild talented.
His producer tag, like anything you heard, Take Keith, fuck them niggas up. Some shit like that.
Yeah. I remember that on that Unstoppable shit. So that shit is.
That's crazy.
I used to do Lyft, and I used to play that shit over and over. That shit got me. I was, yeah, man. That beat is tough, man.
Damn, that's fucked up. But shout out to Take Keith, you know what I mean? Hope his thoughts and prayers go out to his family and all his supporters. But that just caught me off guard. I'm just now learning about that right now. That's why I had to look it up. Like, dead ass?
I read that shit probably, like I said, 3 or 4 hours ago. I was like, damn, that's crazy. You know? Like, that shit always crazy when you hear something like that about anybody, especially when you hear it about somebody who got so much life ahead of them. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's crazy.
Yeah, you know, I just turned 45 the other day, and, you know, I just look at 29 years old. It's like everybody want their tomorrows, man. Everybody, you know, people tease you for getting old, but it's really cool to get old. I mean, you got your tomorrows. You want as many tomorrows as you can get, you know what I'm saying?
I be telling niggas that all the time. Getting old, it's only one opposite to getting old, and you don't want to do that one. But it's better to get old.
Serious. I'm saying shit is real out here, man. I feel like again, I definitely appreciate life. I appreciate P, philosophical P, for having quotes like Wednesday. You know what I'm saying? I like seeing.
Today's Wednesday, baby.
Yeah, every day is Wednesday. Like I like seeing positive stuff. It's like food for thought. You know what I mean? That's kind of what we be doing. Like stir the pot, food for thought. Try to, what I mean. Even if it's a negative thing, we try to get y'all the best perspective y'all can have. Subscribe to the page. You know what I'm saying? Word, man. We got cups. You know what I'm saying?
he said we got cups. That was the next
thing. we got mugs. You know what I'm saying? What I'm saying?
That's what I'm saying. Mugs.
Y'all can be anywhere. Y'all here with us. We appreciate y'all. Man.
Word, man. Word. It's a blessing. We get older, we get wiser. That's how I look at it, man. Not only is it a blessing that we get to live another day, but it's a blessing that we get to get wiser, man, because we're gonna be put in similar situations that we've been in before. It might not be the same exact situation, but it might be a similar situation. And what can we do? Learn from where we may have not made the best decision previously. That's how we get better every day, bro. And that's all I be trying to say is like, yo, if we get better every day, don't matter if you get better 1%, 0.5%, 10%, 20%, 100%, whatever it is, just get better every day, man. And if you got better today, it's a Wednesday, baby.
Nah, man, I agree with you on everything you said besides that 1% Jordy Fernandez shit. 1% better every day. Don't work. Like I seen Jordy Fernandez say it. I watched it all season, and that 1% better every day. They only got 82% better throughout the year. They didn't better, and they was already trash. You need better than 1% a day.
Yo, for real, I think that that was Jordy's when he said that in the beginning of the season too. I think we had it on the intro, and that shit sounded cool as fuck. I ain't gonna lie. But when you losing that many games, you're like, damn, 1% ain't enough. Like I need more than 1%.
Bleeding, motherfucker.
No, out of 99%, what about the other 99%? You gonna only get one out of like come on,
like 99%. At least 10% better a day. You know what I mean? They get 10%. We only going 1.
Stop the bleeding.
Yo. Nah, thinking Jordy Fernandez. Some of these coaches is too cool for me. You know what I mean? The coach of the Spurs, I'm glad he not our coach. That nigga was too cool for me during the finals, bro. Cause what the fuck?
Popovich now on him this summer, man. Pause. You know what I'm saying?
Like, giving a 29-point lead. Y'all losing by 1 point. You losing in every worst way possible, and you like, yeah, we statistically winning this series right now. And I mean, technically, if you look at it, we winning.
like not in the best statistic, the win-loss column. Like, fuck out of here.
Like, what? Like I get it.
That's the thinking NBA coaches with some of them, man. They be really thinking like that shit, man.
No, but
y'all see RDC? RDC is a like a.
I know who they are, but I ain't see it though.
They had Mitch Robinson and the Popovich. They was playing Popovich, and Popovich came in and he see the coach, and he said, "Let me see your playbook." And his playbook said, "Play hard." I was crying. Like he has nothing going on. He's not drawing up no X's and O's. He's telling the tallest player in the NBA to take middies for the last play of the game. Like, what are you doing, bro? Like, that's the only thing you could draw for Wemby?
Bro, throw a lob to the rim. How about that? Throw a lob to the rim so you can catch it and dunk it with zero. You can do that with 0 seconds on the clock. Throw a lob to the rim. He's the only. Tell him to throw it above the backboard. He the only nigga that can get out.
That was some of the worst offensive basketball I ever seen in my life.
Well, I'm not gonna lie. The way I feel is like he just coached horribly. Like he called timeouts in the worst places.
He didn't substitute good at all.
Right. He just like y'all said, he didn't draw up good plays. And then if you're losing by 1 point and you blow a 29-point lead, that's on the coaches. Yeah. That's on the coach.
Yeah.
At one point,
that shit was all on the coach, man. To consistently lose those leads, that's on the coach. 1,000%. That's on nobody else but the coach, especially when you got a young ass team. If you got a bunch
San Antonio had the more talented team. Like San Antonio had the more talented players. The only thing the other team had was experience. Like they had experience.
But to their point, Fox, the furthest he went in the playoffs, I think, was the first round.
Yeah.
So they veteran player only went to the first round.
Breeze, like I told you when I sent you that message, he's from a losing coach, so he don't know how to win. So he's the dude that's got the most experience on the team, and he don't know how to win.
No, I don't trust him. I think the bookies had his girlfriend tied up in a basement. They had his daughter tied up in a Brooklyn basement. Face it, not guilty.
Nah, man, we don't want to attach our name to that in the Manhattan basement, man.
All right. Well, they had his daughter tied up somewhere because
maybe, but I don't know. But
bro, he did that on purpose.
That shit was crazy. A lot of that shit, like, and it wasn't good basketball, man. Like I said, it was some of the worst offensive basketball I ever seen in my life, man. But fucking finals, man. Let's talk about the draft since we on the NBA. That was one of my topics, man. What y'all most interested in seeing in the draft? Not only from a Nets fan perspective, but just the draft in general. Like what's intriguing to me? I'll tell y'all what I think is intriguing if y'all been following the last couple days. The Darren Peterson, Utah, all of that shit. Like it's almost certain he not going number 2 to Utah because they both basically just pissing on each other right now at this point.
But that being said, I think it's interesting because again, there's always the media sometimes, saying a lot and hearing a lot, and they said something about his character and this and that. And I think what team was it that just wanted to interview him about his character? Did you hear about that?
I
think it was Washington.
Kind of
interview him about his character. They just wanted to know who he is, sit down with him. Like he just wanted to sit down with him and get to know him better, I guess. Like he was there without a workout.
I don't know. I didn't hear that part about it, but all I know is he was only willing to work out for the Wizards, and he's not willing to work out for anybody else. It's him and them in Utah has been saying shit about him a little bit. He's been saying a little bit shit about Utah, and it's basically like Boozer is going number 2 to Utah. Like that's basically what's going to happen.
I saw
it seemed crowded.
Not really about the draft, but just the fact that Trae Young said he turned down his contract with the Wizards and he's becoming a free agent.
But nah, it's to restructure bread. They basically because his player option was going to be for $48 million this year, and that was going to be the last year on this deal that he got. So they basically reworking the deal where he getting 3 years, $110. So he's staying in Washington.
I heard Luka's starting on the Lakers until they get a big man.
Yeah, he want a big man and some shooters. So we'll see how that goes. I mean, everybody want what they want. You know what I'm saying? Until it's all about them front offices, man. And this is the beauty of the offseason that I love personally in any sport because, like, GMs don't get the respect they deserve. The good GMs, they make shit happen. And you know what I'm saying? Like, when you
gotta make something happen.
Yo, he's a terrible general manager, and anybody that still tries to defend him, I keep trying to ask them why and where. Like, yeah, he might get lucky with a random second round pick here or there that turns into a good player. But at what point do we stop giving him credit for that type of shit and start making him be held accountable for all the monumental fuck ups that he makes?
Listen, let me tell you something. I don't know if he's good at that, but he got KD and Kyrie to come here. At this point, he got to do it again. He got to go get Luka and somebody else while he's unhappy. I mean, he got to go do something. Do something, because this is some bullshit, bro.
They're not going to go that route again because he fucked it up. So he's going to try to go that a more organic route, and I get that. But he's fucking up with that organic route. He's not making the right selections, man.
Yeah, that's what I just was about to say. I don't believe, like last year they had 5 picks, and I'm not sure if they got a hit on one. This year they only got 1 pick in the first round, So I
know
don't
they
have
got to hit on one.
Huh?
I know they got to hit on one, man, and that's
Which
Yago, man. Yago is going to be a solid NBA player, great NBA player. I don't know, superstar. I don't know.
Yeah,
But
see, that's why it's not a hit to me, because
at 8, you can't expect a superstar at 8, bro.
I think that's a tall ask.
Not in a draft that's not super deep. You can't expect that. At 8, I just want a dude that's going to give me 15 points at some point in his career.
You could have got a Yegor at 19, man. And I don't know if you could have got Yegor himself, but probably. But maybe not. But you could have got a Yegor.
I know you wanted Malawak there, and I don't think Malawak is going to be much more than.
I would have took Malawak or Queen, either one of them. I like both
12 and 8. 12 and 8 for the.
You heard the Nets looking at Saunders, the dude who played next to Devonstra and BYU, the shooter.
At where though? In the second round, I like it.
Yeah, he in the second round. I think.
Yeah, I like that at the second round. But again, you're not gonna. Very rarely are you gonna change the direction of your franchise in the second round. Joker is, the last one that we could think about with that. Before that, we think about Ginobili, and Ginobili wasn't the game changer on San Antonio, but he was definitely a cog. But you know what I'm saying? Like second round, that's where you fill in little pieces with the second round. You know what I'm saying? You don't change your franchise in the second round. You know what I'm saying? You throw Draymond Green on Golden State without Steph and Clay. You know what I'm saying? That's second. Like he looks great as a second round pick with that selection, with that team to be a cog involved. You don't change your team in the second round, man. So that's all I'm saying there. Like, yeah, let's get some pieces there, possibly. But we gotta hit on 6, man. And I'm hearing we might trade it for something else. Okay, what are we trading it for? You know what I'm saying? Like, if the one thing that's a little intriguing to me is trading 6 for Wiggins and OKC and then getting a 12 and 17 back. I'm slightly intrigued by that because in this draft, we could still possibly get a really good player at 12 along with Wiggins, who may be able to really blossom with being able to play and not.
All right, so let me ask you this, and I'm glad you're here, Pete, because I specifically when I ask you, I feel like in the modern NBA, the point guard is more important than the center. Now I say that to say this: at one point, the NBA.
I don't agree with that at all.
Right. Let me tell you why I came to that conclusion as a reason.
I agree with one thing, bro. Superstars are more important. And not to cut you off with anything. Fuck a position. It's not about a position in today's NBA. It's about having a superstar. It's not.
But I'll add to that and say that Brunson proved that you could build your team around a point guard opposed to building your team around a center. The Spurs build their team around the center.
Brunson.
I'm just saying.
Fuck them.
So no, again, correlated to the Nets.
But the Spurs didn't build their team around a center. You're looking at this from in my opinion, the way how they put Wemby on the court, they don't play him like a center. They don't even play him like a Tim Duncan power forward. They play Wemby like a positionless basketball player. So if you really think about it, the narrative that you're about to say that they built a team around a center, I totally agree with. I totally disagree with. Wait. I totally disagree with.
But let him finish.
My point is that you build with a point guard.
No, but what I'm saying is if you're building your team around a center, you build your team like how the Lakers build their team around Shaq. That's how you build your team.
But I'm saying the modern NBA, and I think the league is full of copycats. They build their team around a point guard before a center. I know you said a superstar.
No, it's a superstar. I think where you hit with your superstars,
I think the point guard is the most important position in the NBA right now.
I don't agree with that. I don't agree with that at all. I agree, bro. Like I said, I don't think about it. It's positionless basketball. So it's not about a position, bro.
But it really is.
One team is gonna build their team around whoever they have that they feel is a legitimate superstar. And right now, in the NBA right now, there's probably 12 to 15 legitimate superstars that are like they can change the dynamic of their team in a game at any point in time. There's 12.
Changing the dynamic of winning is having a good or great point guard. You cannot win without a good or great point guard.
There's a lot
of
those.
Even if you got a superstar on your team.
Okay, so let's take Minnesota for example.
Exactly.
I'm going to argue with Minnesota. Minnesota has been a pretty good team for the last 3 to 4 years. They don't really have a good point guard. Who's their good point guard?
Exactly. You could be a good team, but you cannot win a championship without a good or great point guard. You cannot. Not in the NBA.
So you're saying win a championship. Okay.
Yes, win a championship.
So let's go to the Celtics and the Warriors before. Is Steph really a point guard? This is the argument there. I don't really think he's a point guard. I think Draymond Green is kind of the point guard of that team. But again, the basketball is positionless, man. And that's what a lot of people don't realize these days. Yo, threes guard ones guard fives, five guards ones. Like, it's all over the place. Like, and they're not considered mismatches anymore. The first time I seen Chris Paul decide to guard Kevin Durant, and he wanted to guard him, even though it was a 10-inch difference in height, that let me know that basketball has changed from what it was back in the day, man. That's why I think a lot of people still are caught up in the back in the day narratives.
I don't think I am. I think the point guard is still the most important position. I believe that.
A narrative.
Shea leads his team. Brunson leads his team.
Is he a point guard?
Didn't lead his team, and that's the reason why they lost. Halliburton led his team.
Is Shea a point guard though?
They've got him playing the point guard position.
But is he a point guard though? But is he
he's a point guard / scoring guard because that's what the league, they modernized it to make him a scoring guard.
This is what I'm saying about there's no such thing as positions, bro. This is what I'm saying about it's all about superstars.
That's an evolution, though. The point guard had to be a scorer as well, not just a facilitator. That's an evolution.
About this. How many times do you see the best player on the court?
Prior.
No matter what their team is, how many times you see them bring the ball up? It's not about the point guard. It's about LeBron on whatever team he's on. It's about KD on whatever team he's on. It's about
not when they ain't win without Fred VanVleet, and they needed Fred VanVleet.
Fred VanVleet, what? Toronto?
No, not Toronto. They needed him for there too, but I'm not talking about Toronto. I'm talking about for the Houston Rockets. I'm not saying that he was more.
They didn't have any point guard, bro. Fuck a good point guard. After he got hurt, they had legit no point guards on their roster. And you talking about this just 1 year. I'm talking about in general. If you look at them KD Warriors teams, and I'm going to say KD Warriors teams because he won the MVP in 2 of those chips, not Steph. He was bringing the ball up. Steph was in the cut running around circles and shit because that's what Steph does best. Steph don't bring the ball up best. Steph got a nasty handle, but when is his handle best? When he's inside the 3-point line because you already on edge about him maybe shooting a 3. So then he coming to the 3-point line, hit you with a hezzy, hit you with a little wop, and then that's when he mixing you. He not mixing you at the 3-point line.
That's nice, bro. I see that. I hear you with your point guard stuff.
I hear you with the point guard stuff. I hear you with that. All I need you to realize, bro, it's about superstars. It's not about position. If you could get a superstar, you could go. If you don't got a superstar, you sitting on the sidelines watching everybody else. Every team that make the playoffs for the most part got a superstar. And if they don't,
I'm not ignoring that.
If they don't got a bona fide superstar, they got a dude who's about to take that next level to being a superstar, yo.
But what I'm saying is one of those superstars got to be the point guard as a reset.
No,
play like it. Hold on, let me make my case. Let me make my case. Drew Holiday, the Bucks couldn't win without Drew Holiday, and he wasn't a superstar before he got there. He wasn't a superstar there, but he definitely played better in the playoffs. He was a playoff riser. That being said, the point guard play has made a significant factor on who wins and loses. No. Shea definitely made a significant factor, and when he won it, Jokic, he played point center, but Murray was a factor too.
Right, so
was the better player.
How good does
Murray
the point guard have to be for your point to be solidified? This is what I'm asking you to honestly try to make sense of what you're saying. How good does the point guard have to be in order for them to win? A 80, a 85, a 90, what?
Yes, around the 80.
Okay, so if you call it an 80 a superstar, I don't know what you smoking, bro.
I'm not saying, but they don't have to necessarily be a superstar, but they have to create that.
That was just soliloquy to start this off with.
But I'm not saying they have to be a superstar. I said in modern day basketball, the point guard is the most important position.
It's not.
That's how I feel.
Superstar is the most important position.
That's not a position. That's position in basketball.
Today's NBA, yes, it is. In today's NBA, yes, it is. Because you got guys, you got Wemby. Like I said, is he a center? No, he's not really a center. They don't play him like a center. He roams everywhere around the court. There's no such thing as position basketball anymore, man. Why you think they changed the all-star shit years ago with front court? Because it's no such thing as a power forward, a small forward, or a center. It's just
that shit didn't help the NBA. I mean, they did it, but it didn't help the NBA.
I'm
it's
not
positionless basketball. Like
now you arguing a different point. All I'm saying is the superstar is the most important position because the superstar plays almost every position on the court.
I don't think Ant-Man is playing the point guard. He played two.
He plays the one. He brings the ball up more than Michael Conley on most games.
He has to. And it's not enough.
But my point being, the superstar has the ball in their hands more than anybody. Jokic is a fucking center, and he has the ball in his hands more than Jamal Murray. Why? Because even though Jamal Murray is a really, really, really good player, an all-star kind of player, Jokic is a fucking superstar. And that's why he has the ball in his hands, not Murray most of the times. And if that's not the perfect example of what I'm trying to say, I don't know what is.
You just say Jokic was exceptional. And he is.
Because he's a fucking superstar.
Right. But at the end of the day, that's one example. You know what I'm saying?
That's the perfect example of why he's more important than his point guard.
But it's only one example. I said in modern day basketball, the point guard is the most important position. You can give me one example.
The superstar is the most important position.
Name.
Because the superstar is the one with the ball in their hands.
Who wants the Celtics?
If you look at any basketball game, doesn't the superstar have the ball in their hands more than anybody else, no matter what position they play?
On the Celtics, who's more important, the center or the? That's my point.
Jason Tatum. Jason Tatum. That's why he got the ball in his hands more than any. Jason Tatum has the ball in his has the ball in his hands more than Derek White or Drew Holiday.
Really, it was Jason Tatum and Jaylen Brown because together they make one superstar. They Robin and Robin. But
this is but my point being, like, this is
they about to break up too.
Drew Holiday, he catch and shoot dude. He a catch and shoot dude. Derek White a catch and shoot dude.
Drew Holiday a catch and shoot dude. No, I can't give you that. He get to the rim, bro.
Drew Holiday is the defensive guy,
and he get to the rim.
He don't get to the rim because he don't have the rock in his hands. Not no more. Maybe you think Drew Holiday or younger Drew Holiday.
When he won it, when he helped win the championship, he was getting to the rim. That was the reason why.
Who have the rock in their hands, man? That's what it matters, man. And it's the superstars. It's not the point guard. If the point guard so happened to be the superstar in the team, then yeah, he got the rock. But if he not, and that's why I'm using the Nuggets as a perfect example.
I can't think of another team.
That's why he have the rock in his hand. You look at the Bucks. Giannis have the rock in his hands.
Couldn't win it without Drew Holiday. Couldn't win it without Drew Holiday. He couldn't. No matter the point guard was the difference, and he lost without Drew Holiday with Dame Lillard because he thought he could replace. See, that was the type of thinking why he lost. He thought he could replace Drew Holiday with Dame Lillard and had the same script, and that's why he lost. Thinking he could just change the point guard because the point guard don't matter. That's what I'm thinking is why he lost. Hold on.
But Damian Lillard is a better player than Drew Holiday, though.
Right.
Not a better defender.
But wait, look, no, he's not a better defender. That's why when you brought up Drew Holiday, I said that guy defends point guards. He's not like a top tier point guard like that. Right. He's good at guarding good point guards.
Right.
But what I'm saying is if you're saying that the point guard is the most important position, and he got a better point guard, and it still didn't work
with the better point guard,
I don't know, because I can't say that Drew Holiday is a better point guard than Damian Lillard.
He a better playoff roster. I know that.
It's all about the superstar, Breeze. And until you realize that, you ain't gonna get it in today's NBA. Today's NBA is all about who got the best players, man. It's not about necessarily the best teams anymore, unfortunately. It's more about the better players. And the GM's got to build a good team around that superstar. It's up to them to do that. Guess what? We ain't got a superstar. And we got an incompetent GM. We got an incompetent GM.
Point guard in the I know you mentioned you were one of the first people that mentioned Darius Acuff Jr. This is before we found out that we was going to be the 6th seed. Excuse me. At that time, I wasn't really even focused on Darius Acuff Jr. because I thought we was really going to get a 1 through 4 seed. I ain't gonna hold you. And I feel like for the most part, a lot of people,
my seeds, man. This is picks, man.
A lot of fans said the same thing about Darius Acuff Jr. Like where he was at the start of the season, he wasn't at the end of the season. Like he proved a lot of people wrong. He kind of like snuck up and got in close to top 5, arguably top 5. Because I'm hearing that the Clippers like him too, so I don't even know. You think he coming to the Nets, B, or how you feel about it?
I want Darius Acuff Jr. to be a Net this upcoming season, but I also believe Sean Marks will figure out a way to fuck this up. So to be continued, man. And that's just my fan side of it. You know what I'm saying? I want that to happen. But I think he's gonna fuck it up somehow.
Draft, man. Fuck the draft, man. Fuck the draft, man.
Jay, you ain't going this year? Yo, the feeling ain't the same.
Bro, we supposed to have Dylan Harper on our team, man. Nice. He wasn't supposed to be able to compete in the motherfucking finals because he's supposed to be on our team. Dylan Harper, imagine if we'd have had Dylan Harper, the future and the trajectory of our team.
But y'all wanted Ace Bailey though.
We talked all of this shit.
I love Ace Bailey, and I told y'all he was the one that y'all shouldn't want. Y'all wanted him so bad.
Yeah, no, Ace Bailey, Leaf was heavy about Ace Bailey, and he had me going. The only person that told me about Dylan Harper was better than one of the people that stood
motherfucker.
You and another person named Big Priest. Big Priest was saying like, nah, Dylan Harper might be better than Ace Bailey. I'm telling you.
I ain't saying no might.
Yeah, yo, and he was basically
I told y'all it was 2 people that we wanted.
Dylan Harper.
It was Harper or Flad. That was it. There was nothing else.
Well, Harper, I don't know what they're gonna do with just getting back to the NBA. I think that's interesting. Like Fox is a real problem for the Spurs. Like to my knowledge, because
and they gotta pay him.
His new contract kicking in next year.
Yeah, they gotta pay him.
Devin Vessel said that Dylan Harper was upset at his role and how much minutes he was getting at one time in the season. So if you're already upset as a rookie and then Fox about to start his contract, I don't know how that's finna work.
They're gonna have to give up a draft pick just to get rid of him for somebody to eat that contract. I think the way how it works, I'm not sure if he's eligible to get traded in his first year. So they might have to run it back with him one more year. And then next year, they might have to just go ahead and trade him along with a first round pick for somebody else or something else to kind of entice somebody to take that contract on. You got to trade. And the team that's trading it back has to have expiring contracts loaded up in that deal in order for it to work. So
what about Fox on the Suns? Fox on the Suns, him and Booker.
Okay, but what expiring contracts are you trading back? That's what I'm saying. The only way that's working for the team, the only way that the other team is absorbing that type of money, you're absorbing $250 million at this point over the next 4 or 5 seasons. So if you're absorbing that type of hit, you're gonna wanna, the other team is sending back expiring contracts or something else that's really kind of fucked up about it. So yeah, bro, it's that deal is nasty, and they gonna have to figure it out. But I imagine that front office will figure it out because that's one of the better front offices in the league. Good front offices continue to make moves to keep their team relevant, even when they go through little doldrum periods like the Spurs did for 3 or 4 years without making the playoffs, but they right back at it. Bad teams figure out a way to fuck it up, and that's my biggest fear. Is Sean Marks is going to continue to find ways to fuck this up, man. We need a coach. We need a new GM. We need everything new.
A new owner.
That too, but that's a bigger problem.
And I see the only problem with that is, like, as much as I got problem with the ownership currently, they said the people that's trying to buy the team from him is some fucking Bond villains. I don't want them niggas. Them niggas sound even worse.
They own a part of somebody. I forgot what it was. Yeah, that shit is.
And I do give credit to the owner. Like, if everybody says that he look what he did for the Liberty, why he couldn't do the same thing for the Nets.
His wife is running the Liberty.
But what I say is he tried.
Maybe if he let his wife run the Nets, he let his wife run the Nets, then we could do that. But his wife is running the Liberty.
He put the same amount of money and effort into it, and it just didn't work for the Nets for multiple calamity of reasons. But you still got to get the job done.
COVID in a toe, man.
Huh?
COVID in a toe. That's the death of that. What should have been a run.
And it's really egos. It's more egos than anything.
That too, at the end of the day, yeah.
It's more egos than anything, because I just think that billionaires think they could just tell people what to do and they're just supposed to do it. And not when you're dealing with free-spirited black men, that have money themselves.
Yo, and the crazy thing about it, and I'm glad that you brought this up, but it's crazy, right? Like, certain people just gonna be who they gonna be, and you gotta understand and accept that, right? So we talking about this situation, and we all know the elephant in the room that stirred the pot when it comes to that whole thing. So the 2016 Cavs just recently had a reunion, and they all was there except for one person. Who y'all think the one person was that wasn't there? It was the same person we talking about.
I just seen this. Who was
the same person we talking about? He wasn't there. Everybody else was there. He wasn't there. They just having a reunion on some, we won a championship 10 years ago. Let's link up. Let's all relax. And he wasn't there. And that's just this dude. And P Hood, it ain't no slander. Like I said, if you heard the first thing that I said, you got to just expect and understand that certain people is just going to do what they do and be who they are.
Wait, when it was? I thought it was this Sunday coming up.
No, that shit was just like a couple days ago. And they had all the flicks with all of them there and all of that shit. And like people was trying to talk shit about, like people was trying to come at them kind of hot. Like, why wasn't your boy there? And JR was like, everybody was invited. Boy just decided not to show up and ghosted us. So, yeah, that's all I'm saying. Like, you got to just, no slander, no shade, no nothing. My point being, you just got to expect people to be who they show you they are. You can't expect nothing different.
That's true, but hey, he ain't got to go to that shit. I thought it was.
You don't got to, right?
I thought it was dumb when they announced it.
I mean, nah. If we want to chip together and 10 years later, you know what I'm saying? We all still living and alive and good. Let's link up. Let's just chill.
They throwing the Cavs said like the playoffs or the finals was still going on. They just got bounced out the round before by the niggas who's about to win the championship or just won it, either one. And then you saying y'all want to throw a 10-year reunion block party.
But wasn't none of them on the team.
Get the fuck out of here. I don't want to hear. I thought that shit was the dumbest shit I ever seen. Like, why the fuck?
Nah, if any of them dudes was on this year Cavs, I get what you saying. But ain't none of them dudes play for the Cavs this year. Most of them dudes don't even play no more nowhere, except for the gym by their crib.
Yeah, so that was just a dumbass consolation prize for the fans. Like, yo, we know we fucked it up. So let's go watch the game we did win.
Yo, you know how many teams celebrate their 10th year anniversary of winning the championship, or their 15th year, or 20th year, or 25th year? They do that shit all the time, bro.
Nah.
Yo, P Hood, I feel you. I feel both sides was wrong. And that's just the adult way of me looking at this.
Kyrie probably had some AAU shit going on. I mean, he couldn't leave the kids alone for the day so he could go do that shit. He had to coach a game.
Nobody else got kids, right?
No, Kyrie is coach. He's doing an AAU tournament league or some shit like that.
Nobody else coach.
Kyrie is more dedicated to the kids than the rest of them. They want to go get drunk and look at their old highlights. He'd rather, focus on the future. I mean, he did some shit Kobe would have did.
That's crazy that you think that's what he was doing.
Oh, let me see what Kyrie was doing.
He's sitting on his couch like, man, I don't want to be bothered with that shit. And I ain't mad at him for that, because I take the same approach when it comes to shit sometimes too.
He left him on red, seeing the text, he ain't answering the group chat.
Like, yo, I'm just chilling in the crib, in my own world, in my own bubble. I ain't mad at that.
Nah, Kyrie had other shit to do that day that was more important. He was supporting the youth.
Player one said, I read that he had committed to some high school basketball event, and that's why he didn't go.
See, look, I didn't even know that for a fact. But that's why he go. If you watch Kyrie, what he been doing lately, that's what he been doing. He got 2 little nephews that's trying to make it to the NBA. So he been coaching their career and while he was hurt. And on top of that, he started a whole basketball league to make sure that they good or whatever, and other kids like them. I can see him turning down.
I ain't mad. Yo, I've been said it. I'm not mad at nobody for nothing, man. All I'm trying to say is you got to expect people to be who they are. That's all.
Yeah. And
that's what I think the biggest fundamental flaw was with that relationship with him in the Nets front office. They didn't expect him to be who he was. They expected him to do something different. And that's not who he is. That's what I think the biggest flaw was. I don't know where I got misconstrued by anyone in the chat, or I misconstrued anyone in the chat, I should say, or misconstrued the panel here. But you got to expect people to be who they're going to be.
COVID, bigger than basketball. My sister, bigger than basketball. It's some things that are bigger than basketball. And if you guys can't get it, I don't need you to get it, because this is my life. Like, you could talk about me like a dog, but I'm gonna make sure that my nephews is straight. Like,
so how much PTO did he really take that season? How much PTO? Yeah,
bro. How much PTO did you take this season? Why are you counting that nigga PTO days?
No, I'm just saying. I'm saying it, advocating for him as in maybe the time that he took off, it was in the 65 game rule, but I don't think so. I think it was.
I don't know.
Yeah, who knows?
17 game rule.
Niggas
it was like COVID. That did
about that 65 game rule when he said, I want to play basketball, I just don't want to take a COVID shot. Niggas ain't care about that. They're like, take as many games as you want.
But that shit was crazy too, though. Like, all of that, just the whole everything. Like, and this is where I think a lot of people, like, they want to say don't blame him. And I'm not saying blame him at all, but a lot of the shit that went around him, man. Like, even the James Harden shit kind of went around him because it was them beefing in practice. Like, it wasn't really nobody else kind of stirring the pot, so to speak.
Because James Harden is a hoe. That ain't got nothing to do with Kyrie.
I ain't saying nothing with that neither. All I'm saying is they was having their little problems in practice. Like, it was never no problem circling around James Harden. It was never no problem circling around KD. It was never no problem circling around none of the other players on the team. But it was this one person who was kind of like satin with rings around them, man.
That's cap, man. This nigga James Harden, Kyrie, and Kevin Durant were offered contracts at the same exact time. Kevin Durant signed his. Kyrie and James Harden did not sign theirs. Harden
What
also
that got to do with controversy, though?
That is a controversy. He should have signed his contract. He was planning his exit from jump. He didn't. Before he got there, it was controversy surrounding about him, about him put on the fat suit just to motherfucking get traded. It was controversy from his entrance to his exit.
Okay, so James Harden, like, again, he had whatever you say controversy around him. I don't think there was much controversy around him because I don't think it was a lot of shit going on around him besides the him and Kyrie thing. And honestly, I think James Harden is a different kind of a person, and I don't know him personally, obviously, but I think he maybe got a little sensitive, like, yo, we don't need Kyrie, just me and you, and maybe we get somebody else. Let's run it back like the old days. Maybe he even wanted Russ to come back, and so they could really run it back like the old days. I don't know. I don't know what his thoughts were. I don't know what those conversations were. I can't speculate. But, well, actually, all I can do is speculate and basically say I don't think that vibe was ever right, and I think that was more controversy. Like,
all I heard was Kyrie was busting his ass in practice.
Yeah.
Like, I think that's what it was. I think he was questioning Harden defense. Like, yo, we're gonna need you to play some defense.
But I think questioning his heart too.
Yeah, he challenged him. I think he challenged him.
Yeah, and shit, I'm not mad at that. Nigga, play better. Guard that nigga.
Before we go, I know y'all was putting me on the geopolitics and all of that. I heard the war ended. I wanted to ask Jay how y'all felt about that.
I don't know about that shit. I saw that shit the other day. I gotta see the terms. I gotta see the terms, because just because the war ended don't mean they won. And if you didn't win, the fuck you started it for. And based on the terms, like they sitting there saying, "Oh yeah, we won, it's over." You sure? Let me see the terms of this contract. You got to look at the terms and conditions. You know what I mean? It still seemed like a loss off for no reason. You know what I mean? And a stalemate is a loss still, because you're the bigger, stronger country. You started it, and it comes to a stalemate. You lost. Like, so I don't know. I got to see the terms and conditions, but I did hear that it's over or whatever. But is it really over, or is it just like fake over?
It's fake over until anything is signed on the dotted line, man. And then even after, in this situation, once it's signed on the dotted line, what's the actions that's going to happen from parties after? Because one thing, a lot of people renege on contracts, man. You know what I'm saying? That's how motherfuckers get their cars repossessed. You know what I'm saying? That's how motherfuckers lose their house and shit like that, because you reneged on your contract. And that shit happens every day, B. So
that shit fucked up. I ain't gonna lie. I seen the car get repossessed when I was at work earlier.
You literally dragged up the wrong conditions of your contract, man.
Where shit was going up the wrong way of the street. You couldn't miss it. It was like, just felt bad for the guy. Like, damn.
Don't renege, man. Don't renege, and you'll have your car. You'll have your house. You'll have your terms and conditions set up right, man. Because at the end of the day, you agreed to it. You read it, or at least hopefully you read it, and then you understood it, and then you signed it.
That's something that needs to be really talked about in this day and age. Nobody reads the terms and conditions, myself included. I'm not gonna lie. Like, if it's like a real contract in real life, I do read the terms. But like, anytime you download an app or something, it's just a little checkbox that says terms and conditions. Nobody ever reads all of that shit.
Nah, because that's $4.99. That's $4.99 or some shit like that. That ain't no.
No, that's true, but
crazy,
that's not
crazy work.
Or some of these apps, you're signing a contract that says they own your intellectual property to be on the app, and that's not worth $4.99.
Okay, I didn't know that.
Millions of dollars. Like,
yeah, I didn't know that.
Like, they do make it simple for you to bypass reading it just by checking the box. Right. You know what I mean?
It should be a law that says they have to highlight certain things, or like all of the important parts, they have to highlight it, or they have to tell it to you. Like, personally, like they got to put a commercial out that says this term. You can't keep it in the
part of the Privacy Act.
Honestly,
that shit should be part of the Privacy Act. They need to make an addendum in the Privacy Act and actually put that in there because that's the perfect place for that to be.
Yeah,
people sign some shit that they don't know that they signing until it's too late, and you like, damn, they just used my picture in a commercial, and I can't get paid for it, or they just took my joint and used it as an ad. How they do that? Because
I had seen something, and they was talking about cookies. Like the word cookies, you think innocent, you think sweet, harmless. When you check off, oh, do you accept all of these cookies and all of that? They asking you, are you okay with us learning you as a profile? Learn it. You know how they say, yo, I swear that the phone is listening. That's what the cookies is doing. The cookies is collecting all of the data, all of the stuff that you like, all of the stuff that you will buy, all of the stuff that all the places you want to go. It's collecting all of that data. You're telling them it's okay to do it by accepting the cookies. So you know what I'm saying? For people,
you don't even have to accept the cookies to do that. All you have to do is put something in your Google search bar, and once you do, it's forever, baby.
Yeah, this shit is crazy. I mean, but they definitely should. I feel like, I don't know, because they know most people not going to read that shit. That's why they just put a little checkbox. Yeah. They should have something that makes you aware of things for real. Like, and they should put it on the company, not on the person.
No, absolutely. But I mean, that's
and look, JD. I mean, Player One saying it's a 2-minute read. Read that shit.
Right.
Shit. Some of these niggas is illiterate that's signing up for these apps.
Like, yo, when it comes to game, it's like fuck it. You know what I'm saying? But honestly, like, I think the message that hopefully we all are trying to relay to people out there is truly assess what you should read and, you know, not read. Obviously, we're gonna skip through some stuff. Apps, that's a different thing. I don't know. Like certain apps, I don't trust shit, bro. So
yo, did y'all hear about the Meta glasses?
But yeah. Like I don't fuck with those. I'm not fucking with those ever. You know what I'm saying? Like
they said they had a room full of people picking out what it is that you watch, and they said that the people that was picking out the stuff that you see, that wasn't like an automated thing. That was a room full of people seeing what you see. They said they seen mad stuff. People having sex, people taking showers, all your personal, all your private places that you would put glasses. You put glasses right next to your bed. You know what I'm saying? You put it, you know, close to you, wherever you are.
Well, I did hear that. I heard something very similar. I didn't hear that, but I heard something very similar about that Pokemon Go shit that happened a couple years ago.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
It was mapping out the inside of everybody's house.
Yeah.
Like it was mapping out inside of everybody's house, letting people know where shit was in every crib.
It looked innocent, but it's nefarious.
Marvin, case in the joint, Marvin Harry style. You know what I'm saying?
Right. And, you know, and the craziest shit about it to me is that since it was, even though adults were using it, it was aimed at kids. So you think it's harmless to let your kids run around using it, but meanwhile, they getting all the data about the inside of your crib for what? What do they need this data for? And companies like Niantic, and even before, I think we had the same conversation when we was talking about like 23andMe, them DNA companies and shit. Like,
yeah.
Because remember they sold the DNA company, but it's like, why would someone want to buy a company that has access to 1 billion people's DNA? What can they do with that? Right. Or why would somebody want to buy a company like Niantic that has access to what inside of everybody's crib looks like and what they got going on in their crib? Like, the people who would want this type of data can do some really devastating things.
Facts. You know, another thing too that I heard, and y'all know I always bring up this whole Skynet thing, but they said that AI drink mad water. Like,
yeah.
They putting it in places. I remember one time I had reported a story where they was trying to buy land from a family and the family said no. Mm-hmm. Now, continuing on, I'm hearing that this is like, all right, you said no, I'm gonna just go and do it over here. I'm gonna do it over here. Like they didn't even need that family like that. They just went, in my opinion, they probably just went somewhere else. And what I'm saying is people feel uncomfortable and awkward and endangered because they said that the AI is drinking mad water, drying up valleys and creeks, rivers. Well, I seen this shit with my own eyes. This shit was scary, bro. I'm not even gonna.
What do you mean you've seen it with your own eyes?
I mean, well, on the video, not with my own eyes.
See, that's not your own eyes, man.
Yeah, but I wasn't there. I saw it online.
Those server stations or whatever they call it, they do take lots and lots of water.
So it's true. It's supposed to cool them off or something like that. That's what they do.
I think so, and it's the same thing with they were saying with fucking electric cars. They were saying that all around electric cars might use more resources than just people just using regular cars, like when it comes to making them and doing all of that shit. But
so that's how we're gonna be undermined. Is that way, the way that nobody is actually seeing head on. That's crazy. That's the way how I just caught that.
Yeah, because it's tough though, because they are using a lot of water to fucking run those type of plants. I forgot what they call them. It's like the data farms or whatever. Not the data farm. It's the fucking shit with all of the servers. Like it's just nothing but servers from wall to wall, and it's like miles of servers that they need to run these AI shits, and it takes a lot of water. I think it's the cooling or some shit like that.
Yeah, I just found the clip. I'll read it for you real quick. It says,
and it's water that nobody has access to drink. I mean, it's just.
It say AI systems don't literally sip water like a person, but they consume vast amounts of fresh water through the data centers that power them. This is a growing environmental concern, with projections showing AI could use 9.3 trillion liters of water annually by 2030, enough to meet the basic yearly needs of 1.3 billion people. So it sounds scary, man. They're using it to cool these machines off. You know, if they taking the human resource now. Before it was just like,
See, they need to learn how to filter seawater and use the seawater. How about that? But it's probably just going to cost more to do that. Than their bottom line, because
water got to be more important than money.
People need drinking water,
right?
That's the thing, though. That's what I'm saying. Is like maybe that's the way how AI is gonna undo us. Not necessarily what we're looking at is how they might overtake us from the ways that all of us are looking at. Maybe it might be because they're absorbing all of our resources, and now there's not enough resources to go around to the people. And maybe that's how we be get undone by AI, man, which would be fucked up. But, you know, I'm always looking at shit from that angle because, yo, man, anytime they trying to say something is here to help us, that shit winds up hurting us, man.
Yeah, hopefully that don't happen, man. At least we're aware of it, conscious of it. Then again, like I said, this is Stir the Pot. Subscribe to the page. We're going to try to make y'all laugh, get y'all serious shit. You know what I'm saying? The plethora of things on the menu, you know what I mean? Y'all got anything y'all want to put on the menu?
Yeah, I got something real good, man. Something that I didn't know until a week or two ago. So before Brooklyn was Brooklyn, free black people built their own city inside of it. Its name was Weeksville, Crown Heights, Brooklyn, New York, in 1838, the second largest free black community in the pre-Civil War era of America. Founded just 11 years after slavery ended in the New York State. Black landowners, abolitionists, and freedom men who refused to wait for permission to thrive basically came up with this area. So yeah, I didn't know that. It's more to this article, but yeah.
I thought you knew that.
I heard bits and pieces of, but it was definitely refreshing to hear it on
one, I live 2 blocks from Weeksville. Know what I mean? 2, they still got some of the freestanding houses that the slaves built in there right now. Because funny shit, Zakia working there right now doing tours and shit like that. But I knew about the Weeksville Heritage Center for a long time, and knew that they was one of the first black communities like up here. But you know the Weeksville projects right there. You ain't never think about what Weeksville was.
Nah, I never put the 2 and 2 together. I came across that article the other day, and I was like, "Yo, that's pretty dope right there." And like I said, I just wanted to bring that. I wanted to throw my kufi on this week. You know what I'm saying? So yeah.
he got it on deck. It's right there.
You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah,
you my brother. You know what I mean?
Yo, salute. Yo, these dudes funny as hell.
What up, bro?
Jay.
we gotta respect Weeksville. We gotta respect that Central Park was taken away from a black community called, man, what was the name? I think it started with an S. I can't remember, but Central Park
Village.
Yeah, Seneca Village was in Central Park. Thank you, my brother. Know what I mean? They ripped his community from the black man and give it to put up a goddamn park. A park. See, that's the problem. Niggas play too much. Know what I mean? But that ass though, it should be real.
But that shit, I thought that shit was dope though. So shout out to that, man. I love to learn, man. You know, I love to.
If y'all really want to learn,
every day, man.
Pull up to Weeksville and go see what it's like. Know what I mean? My sister.
I might do a fan of the people. That's a good idea. I might do a fan of the people episode about that. You know what I'm saying?
Pull up to Weeksville, man, because you can still go in and see the exact houses. Because no funny shit. I also went to. I think I told you about that, but I went to Black Wall Street in Tulsa. Know what I mean? And that they had some of the. They still had like a block or two of like the original houses. You could go in and see where people lived, how they lived. Like that shit was a powerful experience. I almost slapped the white person in there. You know what I mean?
Oh man,
I chose not to because I was trying not to be a nigga. But it just was an altercation situation. I was like, you know what? I'm not gonna disrespect this fine house with my anger because it made me angry.
There you go. You chose the higher path, my brother.
Right.
The enlightened brother.
Right. Dead ass. I left that shit and walked all the way back to my hotel from. It was like 2 miles away. And I'm in Tulsa, Oklahoma. It's 10:30 at night. I ain't even I just need a walk.
That's crazy.
But word.
Just keeping it black while we here, because I know we ain't got long. Black woman-owned construction company in Ohio landed one of the largest contracts in Cleveland history. They led the $202 million baseball stadium renovation. So whatever renovation they doing over there, it's a black woman construction company that got a piece of that. And I'm saying they getting some of that money. That's
what up. Shout out to them, man. What's the name of the construction company?
Oh, I'm finna tell you right now.
Yeah, man. Let's shout them out.
You might well let us build something.
It's called what is called Associate Construction. No, Progressive Fill. What? That ain't their name. They don't ever say their name. They just talk about them. Hold on, let me read the whole thing. So make sure.
Yeah, you gotta get better sources, Breeze.
It said Ariana Kirkpatrick started the AKA team in 2009 out of a small house on Miles Road in Cleveland, Ohio. 15 years later, her black woman-owned construction firm is one of the most respected in the Midwest. And in 2022, they landed one of the biggest contracts in Cleveland sports history. Ariana and the AKA team were named Associate Construction Manager for the 2002.5 million Progressive Fill Reimagined project for the Cleveland Guardians, leading the renovation of one of the Major League Baseball's most beloved stadiums. Source, great Cleveland partnership, Black Enterprise, and damn, they don't really say the name.
Well, shout out to them, man. I just wanted to, give them a shout out by name, so maybe, I might help a little bit, but it is what it is, man.
Yeah, I read that whole article. They ain't put their name in there, but I'm gonna get back. I'm gonna definitely get back to that. Y'all know the name soon enough. That's a fact.
Yo, shout out to name Fofty, man.
You know, I never like to bring up Knicks, but only when it's in a derogatory way. And look, this is what the Knicks gonna do next season. Know what I mean? They just got to the top, and then they're gonna fall right on their back and break their neck. Know what I mean? So I heard Joe Budden say that the Knicks about to run it back next year, and I laughed for like 3 hours straight for the podcast because no, the fuck they ain't. They lucky they got it this year. It was serendipity, but that shit, lightning don't strike twice in the same place. No fucking way.
Yo, man, shout out to this dude 50, man. Y'all see he got a deal to like kind of revive Planet Hollywood.
Nah,
I remember Planet Hollywood, right, from back in the day and shit.
I remember, yeah.
Yeah, so remember that shit died a little while back. I'm trying to pull up the info right now to find it.
Ain't no more Planet Hollywood. I just thought it was just like corny.
It's pretty much like almost dead, but like the shit that the deal that he made with them is kind of turning certain ones into like night spots to try to revive the whole shit and get the vibe back going. I'm trying to find this shit, but I can't find this shit for no reason.
I heard Hov did a deal with Target and he had got a lot of criticism.
Why he got criticism?
They said that I think the black community wasn't supposed to shop at Target and
but I don't understand that. Yo, everybody. So this is my point.
Did you hear any of that stuff like that?
I didn't hear nothing about Hov with Target, but my point with people that look like us that got a problem with Target is this: y'all really think Walmart is better? Y'all really think the people running Walmart is better? Fuck out of here! But still running a Walmart. Shop wherever you could get the best situation for you personally, man. Don't make this shit to something more.
It's not true that the Walmart people was good people. I heard they was good people.
Shit.
A good family of Walmartians.
Man, listen, you heard my Clay Davis shit.
Nah, I trust you. I just heard that. Who the Walmart fan? Ain't it some people named Wall something?
It's the Walton and Penn family.
Yeah, and
just check for it, and then you tell me, you know, how you feel about it. All right, I found the 50 shit finally. God damn. Mm-hmm. All right, so they coming out with a Planet Hollywood Live deal. Basically, it's $100 million deal. They're gonna transform the original OG Planet Hollywood in Times Square into a multi-purpose celebrity and entertainment hub. So, like I said, they trying to really,
revise it. Bring it back to life. Thanks.
So, yeah, man. And it's also, 50 doing a lot of shit, man. I fuck with 50 with his business moves, man. Y'all know this, man.
Yeah.
So
he never seems to surprise me. He got a new show coming out, I think, called Fight Night, and I'm excited to see it. And I stopped watching Power, but I keep hearing about this character named Breeze. It's a character named Breeze, and I remember watching Power, the first Power with Tommy and Ghost, and they was talking about Breeze.
Yeah.
And now this is the connection.
Mentor.
Right, this is the connection to that. So it's the backstory to the first Power.
Yeah, they in the last season of Raising Kanan. So Raising Kanan just basically shows you how Kanan comes up and all of that shit. Mm-hmm. And now they connecting everything into this. The last season of that, they about to start the show called Power Origins, and then you're gonna see a young Tommy and Ghost. So Breeze is connected in there because remember, the legend is that Ghost kills Breeze to turn into Ghost, basically.
Right. To be the businessman that he was. He wanted to be more than the street.
Be the top dog. Yeah.
Right.
Breeze was
yeah. And again, the dope shit I like about 50 and his production is, of course, a character is going to have their own narrative and perspective. And that's what you got. But this whole origin thing, and they bringing Breeze in and actually showing you what happened, like making it a full circle thing, that shit makes it dope. Dope. You know what I'm saying? Because it was just like whatever Ghost said. All right, cool. You know what I mean? That's what happened. That's what he said. Then that's what happened. But the fact that they going back and then explaining it, the fact that they got that much emotion for them to make another production, a whole new origins,
the universe, man. And that's why I fucks with it, because no matter if the storytelling, the writing, the acting is A+ or not, it's solid for the most part, or better than solid. And the fact that I like storytelling, you know what I'm saying? Like, I want to be told a story. If I'm investing time and energy into watching some shit or reading some shit, I want to be told a good story. So a good story to me can't just be 15 minutes. unless it's big and it's some 3-minute and 3.5-minute shit. I got a story to tell type shit or something like that. But other than that, like I want an elaborate story, man. And the more layers you can give me, the more invested I'm gonna be in that shit.
I'm really going to get back into watching Power because I was watching it. And then,
watch Raising Kanan, bro. Watch Raising Kanan from season 1 through now. Right now they're in season 5, and the first episode came on last Friday, and that shit had everybody that follow the Power universe like, that's what happened in the first episode of the last season. What the fuck is about to happen next? Like that type shit.
Yeah, I'm gonna probably, and I'll let you know, P. I don't know if you're into that, but I was thinking about making more content, and it was gonna be towards that. I might do my squeeze, my shorty. I was thinking about doing with her too, but not that show, just a different thing. But the whole thing with the Power, I used to binge watch this show.
Watch Raising Kanan. I'm telling you, bro. Just
I am. I'm a binge watch it.
And like I told you, I've been telling y'all. To me, Raising Kanan is the best Power show of all the 4 shows. Like
I seen like season 1 and 2. I watched season 1 and 2, but I think they up to like 4. Like they're up to.
This is 5. They're on 5 now. It's the last
one.
I
seen like the first 2 seasons.
And when season 5 ends, it's going straight into Power Origins, the new show. And that's when you're gonna see young Tommy, young Ghost, young Angela. You're gonna see Kanan. You're gonna see Breeze because they already built Kanan up for 5 seasons. They just put Breeze in. They introduced him at the end of the 4th season, and now they built his character in this 5th season. Because like the first shit you seen, it was some crazy shit.
I'm gonna tap in because I was again like I binge watched the show, and I'm glad I'm in a space where I can get to binge watch it. I could binge watch this shit, and then whenever I guess where I catch up to season 5, because I'm starting it all the way from the beginning. I'm gonna go, even though I've seen season 1 and season 2, I'm gonna still start from the beginning just so I can follow. You know what I mean?
When Power, I was just telling this shit to Sharita the other day. I was like, when Power Origins come out and the shit finally like end and drop and all of that, I'm gonna go back and watch this shit back from.
Facts.
I'm gonna watch it from in order. So basically, I'm gonna watch Raising Kanan first. And then I'm gonna watch Origins, and then I'm gonna watch OG Power. No, not flip it, but in order of chronological order.
Okay.
Yeah, to like really see that shit play out. Because to me, that's the best way I like to watch Star Wars. I like to watch the Star Wars in chronological order, even though they happened, they came out in different times. I like to watch some shit straight through because then you get a better understanding of everything.
The first 2 seasons, what I liked about Power is I didn't look at Kanan the same way I did when I just seen the OG Power show. Like when
it humanized him.
Right. When I first seen him in
monster by season 5. Do you understand?
And the original Power when that first came out and it was Kanan's character, without watching the origin, I was like, this is an ugly soul.
It's to help you understand how he got there, and that's the thing.
Right,
watching that season 2, you don't understand.
Nah, I don't. That's why I said I'm gonna watch it from the beginning.
He's a monster
from the beginning, then I'm gonna catch
5, episode 1. He's a monster, and now you understand. And now you understand why when you see OG Power that he was able to kill his own son and his own cousin.
Shit, crazy. I'm gonna watch that, but I got it fresh on my mind. I wanted to bring back something that I heard you say on the prior podcast because I was watching a clip of Omar Gooding, and he said they had to end that Playmaker show because the NFL said no bueno, and the companies like the TV shows like CBS or a BET or whatever they aired the NFL, they was giving flack to that show. They said they had to cut production because it's told too much of what the NFL do. And I remember you telling me that it was a great show. So I just wanted to ask you, you know what I'm saying? Did you see the clip of Omar Gooding and him talking about Playmakers or just recollect, about Playmakers, the show?
Playmakers was a great show, man. That shit, they cut that shit short because ESPN had a partnership with the NFL. And that shit was a little bit too real to be telling because it was the real shit. And the NFL was like, they a family product. So they got to save face. to keep being a family product. So that's why that shit didn't last long. But that shit was a great show, man. And
Omar Gooding said his defense was they didn't talk about the NFL. I think the show was supposed to be based in Canada.
Yeah, but everybody knew. Like the only person that didn't know was somebody that was completely clueless to the world.
Under the rock, he had to be under the rock not to know what he was talking about.
So, like, if HBO or another network that didn't have an affiliation, if they would have ran with that show, that shit would have been great. But because ESPN has such a direct affiliation within contracts, able to play their highlights for shit like SportsCenter, all types of things. You understand how nasty that shit could have got? Like if they decided to just play this one show, the NFL basically at that point, Paul Tagliabue was the commissioner. It wasn't even Goodell, I don't think, at that moment. Rest in peace to Paul Tagliabue, but he could have basically been like ESPN. You know what? The NFL don't fucking exist to you no more. So let me see that you try to tell the world that you're the worldwide leader in sports, and this whole fucking league doesn't exist to you anymore. That's when that type of business happens.
Yeah. And you said it was only 2 seasons?
One
season? Yeah, that's what he was saying.
Done after one. They was like, fuck no, y'all can't play this shit no more.
Word. How many episodes in that season?
It was like maybe 10, 12, something like that. Like standard, shit. And that shit was a good shit. And the crazy thing about it is it almost doesn't exist. Go find it.
The dude, he said when it first came out, Omar Gooding, he said, yo, I was famous off of that. He said they filmed it, I think, in Canada. They didn't film it in America. And he said when he came back, he said he never got that kind of notoriety being an actor, doing anything else. You know what I'm saying? He said that shit took his fame to another level. And he said, like you said, it was very short-lived, though. Very short-lived. And to the point, a show of that magnitude, success magnitude, you would think that it would have more seasons. But it didn't because of the straight connection to the NFL.
Cash rules everything around me. Cream get the money. Dollar bill,
y'all. I spoke about the different show the different world show and how they remaking that. We spoke on that already.
Yeah, I have one more thing on the docket. Hold up, let me see what that was. Oh, yo, did y'all see? They just came out with a new Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle pizzeria in Cali, where they got like all the different wild pizzas that the turtles used to make and shit like that, and everything is themed like turtle shit.
I didn't see that.
Nah, well, I mean, you can get regular pizza too, I'm pretty sure. But nah, the way how this shit look is fire. So hold up, I'm about to pull this shit up right now.
You heard they canceled the Last Ronin? Hold up. I could barely see it. There you go.
That's a glare. It looked like Checkers or some shit. I mean, Five Guys, the red and white.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, like everything is turtles themed up in there.
Yeah, that's it.
And then they even make the wild pizzas. So
I'll tell you 3 things.
Next time I'm out there, I'm going to check it, man.
I'll tell you 3 reasons why it's trash.
Why?
1, them pizzas that Michelangelo was eating always sounded disgusting.
Yeah, absolutely.
2, good pizza is made in New York City. And 3, the turtles were supposed to be from New York City. So why the fuck is it in LA?
Yo, somebody
whoever came up with that concept, you need to rethink that. Bring it.
So the grand opening is actually tomorrow. I mean, on Saturday. My fault. They did a soft opening. That's what I showed you. So the grand opening is actually on Saturday. Yeah, we'll see, man. I thought the shit was cool. It's all good. Yo, Claude Smith, it's all good if you don't like our topics.
Acknowledge that nigga, man. We've been ignoring his comments just fine.
I'm just saying, man. He's still watching. So, hey, shout out to you for watching, man. Yo, I fuck with the Ninja Turtles, so I'm going to bring this topic up, man.
And did you see that they canceled The Last Ronin? They were supposed to be doing The Last Ronin movie. They got split, and then they canceled it for another regular Turtles movie, I guess, because they thought that was going to be too dark. But I thought it was an interesting concept. And when I first heard it, I didn't like it either because it's like, damn, the turtles is dead. But hey, do something different. Know what I mean? Like, I thought it was a good idea.
Word.
And especially as a movie, the way that shit could have, it had the potential to be real fire.
Facts.
And
that was a dope story.
Right. I didn't read the whole thing, but I know about it, so that I feel like I'd have been surprised with whatever they put in the movie. But it was a good, like an interesting concept. You know what I mean? Like one turtle left going out bad. Like I thought it was a good thing.
Right.
Make it win Invincible style.
Yeah.
And it was supposedly Raphael. He was supposedly the last running. That's what the theory is.
No, I thought it was Michelangelo. I thought that was the fucking.
Nah, it was Raphael.
Oh, I thought that was the fucking crazy part about it, that it ended up being the least serious one that ended up turning into the most serious one.
See, I don't know, because I didn't read the whole book. I read the comic, and that's what I gathered from the comic. And I read that shit a while ago when I was like in the comics. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Because that story is like one of the OG Ninja Turtle stories from way back. But they just never, kind of introduced that.
It is Michelangelo.
Oh, word?
Yeah. But because that's the story arc of it. It's like, Michelangelo is usually the happy-go-lucky, playful one. But the fact that he's seen this happen to his brothers, it turned him into a hardened gangster, and he had to go out murderous.
Mm.
Yeah.
But I thought that was ill though. Like, even though I don't want to believe that Donatello died. You know what I mean? That's my man's. You know what I mean?
But they probably trying to protect their brand too. Like I was saying earlier about protecting the brand, bro. Like, bro, they appeal to kids. Now you want to make him a straight gangster when he, the movies now, they going to show blood and gore. Imagine say taking a nunchuck, slapping somebody's nose off. Like, no, man. Not
he got all of the weapons in that one. He don't just got nunchucks. He got everybody else's weapon too.
Yo, you want to send this dude live link real quick, man? He done blew up my jack like 2 times now. He
got 10 minutes. So
he want to talk his shit for 10 minutes, I guess, man.
Yeah, man, Nick fan too.
I'm cutting that nigga off soon as he start talking about the Bakers. Soon as he start talking about Bakers, I'm cutting him off.
Yeah, Breeze. Just Breeze. Send him a link real quick.
I ain't even got my phone. Damn, they're making me feel guilty.
That link in the chat, you can't send him that?
Is he watching the show?
No, I'm saying in the group chat, because I know.
Yeah, I'm about to send him that right now.
Oh, okay.
You know what he doing, man? He just hit my jack again, so that's why because I forgot for a second, and then now he just texts me what's the link. So I'm sending that shit to him right now.
Yeah.
All right, let me introduce Live before he
I promise you, as soon as he mentioned Bakers, he's going.
Oh wait, nah, I think I sent him the wrong one. I sent him the YouTube one. Hold up.
But yeah,
you're about to meet Live, man.
No, they met Live before.
Oh yeah, that's true.
Yeah, last time I spoke to him, he was like, "Yeah, I ain't like that shit that y'all did to me last time I was on the show, man. I ain't like that shit. That shit was fucked up." And I was telling the nigga like, "Yo, bro, we run a tight ship and we're building a brand." Know what I mean? And if you was in a McDonald's commercial, would you come up here talking about how much you like Taco Bell? Know what I mean? And if you want to talk about Taco Bell, take your talents to Taco Bell. But up here, that's not what this is.
Yeah. It's a rough go for him, I guess.
Yeah, you will be made fun of, you will be ridiculed, and you will be handled accordingly.
Shout out to the chat. Like the show, subscribe to the show. Yeah, man. I'm interested to see what Live's going to say. Shout out to Leaf, he was on the show. Shout out to Key, he was on the show. So yeah, We've had a few guests on here, man. Y'all was dope when y'all was here.
Or yeah, I meant to. That was my bad because I meant to send him that shit a couple minutes ago, a little while ago, but we was getting into topics and shit and spaced out.
Mm-hmm. I remember the last time I seen Lyle sparking with him in a park across the street from his crib.
I was with y'all, wasn't
Yeah, I was about to say it was me, Lyle, and P. It was me.
We was smoking in the LG Park like usual, man.
Yeah, it was me, Lyle, and P. We was chilling. It was a nice day. It was beautiful weather that day. I remember that. All right.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, I don't know if he aggressively sent the message and called, but he not aggressively responding to the message. So.
Well, y'all seen Shay took his talents to Nike?
Yeah, I mean, really, that's kind of the same building. But that's dope.
But I don't know. It's the same building. And it's the
MVP deserve a swoosh, man. That's how I feel about it. He don't deserve to be repping no, wet paper bag type sneakers.
But see, Converse was the original sneaker.
I was about to say they're the first basketball sneaker, right?
Yeah.
But I do think he deserved the swoosh. You know what I mean?
Back-to-back MVP.
Like I feel like the fact that they was Converses kind of drew me away from his first sneaker. But I still wanted it. I just never got it.
I ain't like them. The black ones was kind of aight, but they was super plain. The OG butter shits they was
Yeah, the butter shits was horrible. The black ones look like some shit Batman would wear. Know what I mean? That's why I kind of liked them. But I kind of liked them.
I wasn't dropping 200 on those, man.
Nah, they was only like 120. No, the original one was 120. I think the Batman ones was a little bit more.
Yeah, I ain't dropping that kind of
bread like that. They wanted to
I didn't understand the color scheme neither. Like I did the whole brown. Why you? That's not even the color scheme for your team. I didn't understand that.
That little yellowish color that they first came out with, he said they was butter. That's why it was like smooth, butter.
The uniform? Yeah, it's just a mystery, man. All over.
That was bad marketing.
Itself wasn't that bad.
It was bad marketing for that OG colorway because you got a hit with your first colorway, man.
That's that thing. He had somebody in his ear, like Drake was in Kevin Durant ear with the Pevin Durant. Oh, you're keeping it P. Look at these purple ones. You should name your name to Pevin Durant. Like he had somebody saying dumb shit like that to him.
Yeah, but like KD, that's his 19th sneaker. For your first sneaker, like you got a hit with that colorway. Like you think about it, like the two OGs in the sneaker game, you know what I'm saying, whose sneakers still crazy today. Jordan, they hit with that first colorway with that red, black, and white. Penny, they hit with that first colorway.
Penny shit.
I'm saying like they hit with colorways. And like Shay coming out with that to be the first colorway,
nah. It's supposed to match your jersey, right?
Coming out with either the black or the blue.
Yeah, them pennies hit hard when they hit, bro.
That colorway, man.
Them shits was tough. I remember that royal blue. That man, that shit was tough. Penny. Besides Michael Jordan and LeBron. When Penny sneaker hit, he might be up there. Like the impact.
Penny shit, Penny sneaker is way better than Braun shits. And Braun got way more kicks than Penny, but Penny shits was like, if you think about any other basketball player, like Penny is right there behind Mike. Like he was outselling Mike for a little bit.
Yeah. Penny,
nobody do that shit.
Yeah, I don't think so. I've never heard nobody else selling Mike.
Little Penny,
besides
when
Penny.
They was doing that was like a funny ass advertisement campaign.
Yeah,
like
the whole LeBron and Penny, the little miniature, that shit. That shit was those commercials. Those is like my favorite commercials. And
marketing genius, man. They throw Chris Rock in there, have him
the voiceovers. Yeah, hell yeah. Those are like my favorite commercials, bro. I can't even think. That was probably when my commercials became a thing. Like that shit was fire, bro. It was like a little series.
Yo,
I was hoping to see a new commercial, whether it be All-Star Game or playoffs. They used to have different commercials and shit.
Yo, I looked up a couple years ago and found the jersey that Little Penny had on in the commercial, the pros.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
With the half on the back. Like, yo, I looked up and copped that shit at a Nike store. Like, I forgot when that was or whatever. When I seen that shit, I was like, yo, I gotta get this shit, man. Are you serious, man? They got this shit in here.
Nah, that's so fire. Nah, that's what's up.
Right. Nah, Little Penny was definitely one of the best sneaker ads. Like,
hell,
that was fire.
Facts.
Yeah, so, I ain't pulling up. You know what he probably do? He probably trying to get himself ready and situated, and it's about to be over. And I told him that.
Yo, Breeze, did you apply for Streamer University, man?
Nah, I didn't apply. I should apply for Streamer University.
You can apply for Streamer University, man.
Stream you, man.
Streamer University. That's what up. So that's when the top content creators, they link up and they in the university. That's what it is.
Yeah, it's really costing that shit. He gets a bunch of the point is for smaller known streamers to link up with bigger streamers and improve everybody's stream count. They do a week's worth of streams or whatever. It's streaming 24 hours a day. And some people could apply as students, some people could apply as teachers. You could apply as the janitor. You can apply whatever the fuck you want to apply as. And, you know, that's what you go there. You play your role while you're there. But you could be the Streamer U sportscaster. Who knows? You know what I mean? Like if they have Stream U games or something while they there, they got a team. You call the games. You know what I mean? Who knows? But the point is to get there, get the streams up because shit. You the stream?
Nah, I'm gonna see about it. I heard the first one was successful. I think it's the second one that they doing.
It's all on. He did some in-person applications, but it's also online applications. So you really just gotta, you know, do a video, show your personality, and tag Streamer U, I think, and that's it. But listen, I know. It's always a long shot, but who knows?
I can't get it. I gotta shoot it. Even if it's a long shot, I'm gonna shoot it. You know what I'm saying?
Right. You get some. You go there for 4 days, come back an official tissue streamer. You know what I mean?
Hey, Mary, nigga, come.
Right. That's a fact. Because, you know, I think you got talent, bro. But once you get in front of a huge group of people like that, then everybody sees it. And then now you got, you know, everybody coming over here talking about Nets fans is the best thing.
Yeah, that'll be fire. That'd be so dope. Our time is coming, man. You know what I'm saying?
Yo, you need to do that shit, bro.
I am gonna do it. Next episode,
I audition multiple times a week, bro. Don't be shy, man.
Nah, by next episode, I'll be able to tell y'all what happened after I applied.
Man, when you go live, when you got like 50 people in the chat, just tell everybody tag Casanet, tell them that you need to be tell them that you need to be on Streamer U. And really, you don't gotta be, you could either go as the world's oldest student, you know what I mean? Or you could go as like something else, like I said, like a teacher. Tell them you want to teach them about fanhood or something. I don't know, because you big fan Breezy, so tell them you want to teach a class on fanhood. You know what I mean? Or you want to, I don't know, whatever it is, come with an interesting angle. You know what I mean? That somebody else not going to say. That makes you stand out. Because everybody is going to go up there and be like, oh yeah, I like to stream. I stream every day. I go hard. And I feel like I'm different than other people. Like, but you got to really show why you different.
Right. You got to differentiate yourself with your actions, with your voice, with your personality, all of that shit, not just with
your words. Dramatic read. Do one of your dramatic reads where you be reading shit. That shit be funny. Like, the shit
Yeah, but that's gonna be part of the show next episode. What I did and all that stuff. The top 5 for Streamers Universe for sure. All right, La didn't show up, man. We was waiting for La for sure.
Yeah,
shout to La. Shout to This Is JTV. Shout to Philosophical P. Shout to me, Big Fan Breezy. Again, happy Father's Day. Thank you to everybody in the chat. Subscribe to the page. Like, share, comment, subscribe. Thank y'all for tuning in. We're gonna be back to get y'all another with same Stir the Pot time, same Stir the Pot channel. You know what I'm saying? Till next